I want to talk to you about the top 10 best Shopify payment gateways to use this year.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sorty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the top 10 best Shopify payment gateways to use, okay? And number 10, we have Klarna. So Klarna is basically an excellent Shopify payment solution that is very simple to use, and they are constantly innovating, so that's really good. By the way, just a side note, Klarna also offers a buy now, pay later service, but this is beyond the purview of today's conversation. So with regards to pricing, Klarna tiers, their pricing plans are very simple, okay? And so here are the pros and cons. The pros: they offer a seamless checkout experience. We love the fact that they have an easy and fast integration with Shopify, okay? And there is a constellation of options in terms of installment payments for your clients, which is really good. They have low transaction fees, okay? And as a Shopify store owner, you'll receive complete payments at checkout. In terms of con, we believe that they have to work on their customer service. Their customer support is very sluggish, so this is something that Klarna has to work on. Number 9, we have Verifone. Our score, 7.7 over 10. So Klarna was 7.3 and Verifone 7.7 over 10. So Verifone was formerly known as 2Checkout. So this is a Shopify payment method that is not as popular as most of the other payments I will be discussing into this conversation, but it is what it is. They are still there. They sometimes they kick ass. This is really good. Now, this Shopify payment options, I'm talking about Verifone, they allow you to choose and pay for only the features your business needs, okay? They also have a risk management and compliance section that helps you track potential fraud and privacy issues, okay? And it has a tax calculation feature that makes it very easy for you to manage your taxes. So if you care about taxes, and you should anyway, you want to consider Verifone, okay? Now, Verifone is free. However, you will be charged a fee for each transaction you process, okay? And here are the pros and cons. Pros: they use a flat rate pricing structure, they have global reach, and they support a wide constellation of payments. What about the cons? Well, this Verifone service is not available to Shopify store owners who sell products considered to be high risk, okay? Now, if you want to know more about the high risk products, you want to contact Verifone and they'll let you know. Number 8, we have here Worldpay. Our score, 8 over 10. So Worldpay is really, it's basically a Shopify payment provider that has built a reputation for providing a wide range of secure transaction channels for small and large Shopify stores. So it doesn't matter the size of your store, you are good to go with a Worldpay, okay? And so this payment method allows you to sell your products online, accept payments online over the phone and via credit or debit cards, okay? And one thing we have seen here is that they do have two pricing plans. And the price changes all the time, but it's around $20 and $50 a month, okay, respectively. So they have the standard pricing and the advanced gateways, okay. And the best part, in our view, is that Worldpay supports over 120 different currencies. Think about that. In addition, they don't charge you for refunds, so this is really fantastic. So here are the pros and cons. Pros: they have a reliable customer service. They charge you based on the number of sales you process. They have top-notch fraud protection features, and they are available in more than 120 countries. 100 or 120, that's in that range. Here are the cons. They do have an ambiguous pricing structure. This is something they need to work on. Transparency is very important. Pricing transparency, okay? Worldpay, if you're listening to us, you want to change that. And the information on the website is not very transparent. So please work on your transparency, Worldpay. Number 7, we have here Opay or Opay, 8.1/10. So actually, for those of you who are familiar with SagePay, this was formerly known as SagePay, and today they are actually known as Opay or Opay, okay? And it's one of the most popular Shopify payment solutions available to merchants in the US and the UK, okay? And they have a unique pricing structure that is a way different from other payment solutions. And their pricing structure is tiered, okay? It depends on the transaction volume you actually process every month, okay? And so here are the pros and cons. The pros: they have an excellent customer support, user friendly, okay, and they integrate very easily with the Shopify, and they have a cheap pricing structure. Here are the cons: they do have a long account verification process. It takes like forever for them to verify the whole thing, and we have seen people actually complain that it takes them up to 5 weeks to verify. So this is kind of crazy. And Opay, if you are listening to us, you want to change that ASAP. Number 6, we have Amazon Pay. Our score, 8.5/10. Now, Amazon Pay, in our view, is another excellent Shopify payment processing gateway, okay? And it's very easy to set up and allows your customer to check out using their Amazon account, okay? Now, this payment method is available worldwide, and transactions made by your customers using the payment method are very quick and reliable, okay? And we know that Amazon Pay customer support service is very high quality, okay? Now, the transaction fees are very clear. 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction, okay? Here are the pros and cons. Pros: it's very easy to use, okay? As a store owner, you have access to Amazon fraud protection system. It's very easy to set up and integrate into Shopify, and it saves customers the stress and time that comes with inputting card details. What about the cons? Well, it does require an Amazon account for payments, okay? And PayPal payments are not supported, and you have a high risk of your account being shut down on suspicion of flouting Amazon's rules. So you basically are at the mercy of Amazon, really. But if that's what you want, that's fine. So Amazon Pay, 8.5/10. Number 5, we have Authorizenet. Our score, 8.6/10. So when you think about Authorizenet, this is a service, by the way, by Visa, okay? So we are talking about a very excellent and trustworthy Shopify payment processing gateway, okay? And we love the fact that they have a lot of features. It's very easy to use, okay? And they support online payments processing, e-check processing, mobile payment processing, okay? So there's something you need to think about. And it also supports a constellation of payment options. I'm referring to Visa, JCB, Discover, MasterCard, Diners Club, okay, and Diners Club, and American Express, okay, and so it is very secure also, okay, and they have a great pricing structure. Usually they have a setup fee of $49 and a 2.9% plus 30 cents fee per transaction. Here are the pros and cons. Pros: they do cover a wide constellation of currencies and payment options. Okay, they have a robust fraud protection, fraud prevention, and security system, and they have excellent customer service. Here are the cons. The thing here is that Authorizenet may be a little bit more expensive for some store owners. Okay, and as a Shopify store owner, you may find it that they're all-in-one option confusing. But if that's what you want, hey, go for it. Number 4, we have here Stripe. Number 4, we have Square. Our score, 9/10. So when you think about Square, I want you to think about a very, very, very reliable Shopify payment system. Okay, and by the way, they also have they have a physical device also that helps with processing credit card payments. Okay, that's totally fine. And one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Square, you want to think about a number of helpful extensions that you can integrate into your Shopify store. Okay, and in terms of pricing, we have here 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. Okay, and if you want to get more out of Square, we recommend that you go for their premium plan that starts at $12 per month. Okay, and here are the pros and cons. Pros: you have a flat rate pricing system, and they do have an impressive customer support team. Very impressive. Here are the cons. Well, Square, in our view, is not very suitable for large businesses. Okay, and your account might experience stability issues. But the cool thing is, if you have any problem, you can always call Square. They have a customer service that is great. They'll take care of you. Number 3, we have here Stripe. Our score 9.5 over 10. So when you think about Stripe, I want you to think about another popular payment solution that allows you to receive money from your local and international customers if you own a Shopify store, right? And Stripe actually comes with lots of features that support large scale growth. So this, if you were to ask us, it makes it ideal for big e-commerce enterprises. So I'm talking about not just smaller ones, but also the biggies. Okay, they do charge also when it comes to their flat. They have a flat rate of 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction. Okay, and the cool thing is, if you are a large-scale Shopify business, you can request a customized quote. Not a problem; they'll take care of you. Okay, and if you want instant payout to your bank account, Stripe will charge 1% for that. So if the payment is coming from overseas, you will be charged an extra 1%. So those are the things you need to think about. So here are the pros and cons. Pros: Stripe is very easy to set up. They use a flat rate pricing system that is transparent and easy to understand. Okay, you're not required to pay any setup or cancellation fees. They do support a wide constellation of payment options. Okay, we love the fact that you have various currencies and payment methods available on the platform, and that their checkout flow is highly customizable. They have excellent customer service. What about the cons? Now, when it comes to Stripe, you have to plan a little bit of learning curve. It's very steep. It takes time, and it's only available to Shopify store owners in about 39 countries. So they don't cover the whole globe as of now. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are also having a conversation about the top 10 Shopify payment gateways to use this year. And number 2, I want to talk to you about PayPal. Our score, 9.7 over 10. So PayPal, I don't need to tell you about PayPal. They're one of the most well-known Shopify payment providers in the world, right? I mean, PayPal is trusted by over 220 million customers. So we love the fact that PayPal is user-friendly, and it typically takes less than a day to set up an account. Okay, and PayPal offers both paid and free plans for Shopify store owners. Okay, with any of these plans, you can access PayPal's support team. It also provides support for setting up subscriptions and recurring payments. Okay, and PayPal offers a wide range of pricing plans. Their basic plan starts at 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. Okay, and then there is a pro plan which goes for $30 a month. And again, if you are a large scale, let's say a medium sized to large e-commerce store, this could be suitable for you. I'm speaking about the $30 a month pricing plan. Okay, here are the pros and cons. Pros: PayPal uses a predictable flat rate pricing structure, which is really good. They do support a wide range of currencies, and they offer an intuitive mobile interface. It's very user-friendly, wonderfully done. What about the cons? Well, customer service sometimes is inconsistent. Okay, and PayPal could wake up one day and close your account. I mean, really, it's really uncertain here. So you have to think about that. Number one, the best of the best, Shopify Payments. Yeah, our score 10 over 10. So there is no better way to actually have a Shopify payment gateway than to use a payment solution owned by Shopify. Okay, so Shopify Payments comes with every feature and solution you will need to efficiently manage and process payments on your website without involving any third-party solution. Okay, and so this payment solution provides store owners with a free card reader for physical payments. And payments that are made by customers typically take up to 3 business days before reflecting in your bank account. Okay, with Shopify Payments, you are not charged the regular transaction fee of 2.2% that Shopify charges with other third-party payment methods. Okay, so if you really think about it, you are reducing your operating cost. Okay, and Shopify Payments also offers lower credit card transaction fees when you choose to upgrade your Shopify subscription plan. Okay, so bottom line is that we love it. The interface is very simple, straightforward, fantastic. Here are the pros. Shopify Payments does not require any additional transaction fees. It allows for real-time monitoring. The interface can be set up and integrated seamlessly. Okay, it has features that ensure high security. The checkout process is quick, wonderful. When compared to other Shopify payment gateways, it has lower processing fees. What about the cons? Right now, Shopify Payments is only restricted to a number of countries, and Shopify may withhold your money temporarily. So you always are at the mercy of Shopify. It's really up to them. But you know what? In our view, the benefits outweigh the risks. I want to have a general conversation with you about Shopify payment gateways. Very important to understand what we're talking about. And here are a few reasons why you need the right Shopify payment solution. The whole thing here is that when you run a brick and mortar store, a physical store, it's very easy to charge your customers after each purchase, every time they make a purchase, right? It is really, I want you to think about this in a different way. We have an entirely different process when you run an online store, particularly a Shopify store. Your customers need a way to make payments for their purchases. Okay, on your end, you need a way to receive those payments, right? So there has to be a win-win partnership here. There are several payment methods that are available to you as a Shopify store owner. Okay, and you want to pick one that really works for you. Now, what are Shopify payment methods? It's just a payment solution that allows your customer to pay for the products they purchase from a Shopify store. And the thing is, you want to get your money fast too. Not just after 1 week, you want to get your money as fast as possible. Okay, this is very important. But so you want to prioritize a payment gateway that has security, that has low transaction fees, and they can guarantee, speed of inflow of cash. Speed of cash inflow, very important. So here are a few features that you should be looking for when choosing a Shopify payment method. You want to think about the customer shopping experience. Okay, whatever payment solution you go for, make sure it is very easy for customers to follow and it makes their shopping experience a memorable one. You want your customers to have a memorable shopping experience. You got to think about the geographical location of the target market, very important. You got to think about transaction fees. Yeah. If they're charging you 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction, is it worth it for you? Or you want to see if if they don't charge anything in terms of transaction fees. Remember, Shopify does not charge you any transaction fees. Okay. You also want to think about the accepted payment cards. Okay. Do they accept everything like MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, or do they accept just a few cards? You want to also think about the worldwide availability of the payment gateway. Okay, because if you have customers overseas and you want to make sure your store is set up to actually accept payments from overseas, and you also need to think about the availability of fraud detection features. How strong is their security feature, or how strong is their security system? Very important. And here is a bonus for you. I want to give you a bonus. If you haven't made it so far, I want to tell you a few things about Shopify payment gateways. One thing you need to understand is that you want to have smooth payment gateways. You want to have one or two, okay? It's really important to understand that you want to have one that is that has superior experience, that provides superior experience to customers and shoppers, okay? So that they can come back and back and back and back. And you want to do this across the globe. So geographical restrictions should be out of your handbook, okay? And there are three types of payment gateways. You have hosted, self-hosted, and non-hosted. So when we talk about hosted, the payment gateway takes customers off your site to the payment gateway page. Once the payment has been made, the gateway redirects them back to your site to the appropriate step in the checkout process, okay? And hosted payment gateways are also called redirect payment gateways. So the question is this something that you want? Okay, then you also have the self-hosted gateway. So merchants collect payment information from customers on their site and send that data to the third-party payment gateway in the back end. The payment processing happens off-site, okay? And then you have the non-hosted payment gateway. So merchants both collects and processes the payments on-site, typically used by larger enterprises because it requires a lot of technicality and maintenance, okay? So those are the three things you need to think about. You also want to think about the payment gateway fees, all right? It really depends on the provider. Remember, there are no fees to integrate a payment gateway with Shopify, okay? So you want to think about a few things also when it comes to selecting your ultimate Shopify payment gateway. Think about the vision and type of business that you are actually you want to run on Shopify. What are the cards that are accepted for payments? What is the target market? Okay, have a clear idea about that. What are the security concerns? We have spoken at length about security concern in today's conversation, and very important. If you're going for a Shopify payment gateway, you better make sure your clients' data are secured, especially when they attempt to pay on your website, okay? And what about the shopping experience? Okay, everybody understands, everybody knows that a good shopping experience is a must if you want to ensure customer retention and loyalty, okay? So make sure that the payment gateway that you choose has that embedded, that concern embedded. Before I close today's conversation, please check out our e-commerce solution evaluation approach. We have a strong methodology on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing e-commerce solutions, including Shopify payment gateways. Check this out. All right, let's quickly wrap up today's conversation. So I was talking to you today about the top 10 Shopify payment gateways to use this year. Number 1, Shopify Payments, 10 over 10. Number 2, PayPal, 9.7 over 10. Number 3, Stripe, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Square, 9 over 10. Number 5, Authorizenet, 8.6 over 10. Number 6 rather, we have Amazon Pay, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have Opay or Payo, 8.1 over 10. Number 8, we have Worldpay, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have Verifone, 7.7 over 10. And number 10, we have Klarna, 7.3 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.